Enid Blyton's gift book of bedtime stories. The Careless Kitten. There was once a madcap of a kitten. This little kitten just simply didn't care what silly and dangerous things she did. She leapt here and she leapt there. She ran up the curtains, she hid under the bed. She got between people's feet and tripped them over and almost got stepped on herself. The kitten's mother lived at the house next door and was always hearing tales of this madcap kitten of hers. "Do you know that kitten of yours jumped into the pond today?" cried the big dog. Splash it went. It was after the goldfish. Silly little thing. It was a good thing my mistress was there to rescue her. She might have drowned. And will you believe it? She scratched the big dog up the road, chirped a sparrow who lived in the garden. Scratched it. Well, if the kitten hadn't leapt up a tree at once, it would have been badly bitten. She won't live very long if she carries on like this. The kitten's mother was very worried. She spoke to the dog who lived with the same family as the kitten. "That's twice my kitten has lost one of her lives," she said. Twice. She has only 7 lives left to lose now, and she's hardly 4 months old. 7 lives left? What do you mean?" said the dog, looking very puzzled. "Well, didn't you know that all cats have 9 lives?" said the cat. "I suppose you poor dogs only have one. Well, we have 9. And I'm so afraid my kitten is using hers up too quickly. Once nearly drowned, once nearly bitten by a dog. That's 2 lives gone in a week." "I'll warn her," the dog promised the kitten's worried mother. But before he had a chance to speak to the kitten, she climbed up to the roof of the house and fell off it right down to the ground. The dog ran up to see if she was still alive, and suddenly she leapt up and ran off, laughing at the dog. "That's 3 lives gone," called the dog. "Come here, I want to talk to you." But the kitten was busy thinking about what to play next and didn't hear him. She ran off. The dog watched for her and saw her in the road outside the house the very next day. He ran to tell her what her mother had said. But before he could reach her, the little thing ran straight across to the other side of the road. A car came along at the same moment and the kitten disappeared under it. "Well, it will be killed this time for certain," thought the dog sadly. "Her mother will be so upset." But no, the kitten came out from under the car as frisky as ever. Not one of the wheels had touched it. The dog couldn't believe his eyes. "Hey, that's 4 lives gone," barked the dog. "Will you please come here, you silly thing? I have a message from your mother." "I don't want to hear it," mewed the kitten. "Mother's always scolding me. Go away." She ran up a tree and the dog couldn't get near her. He stood and barked at the bottom. The kitten ran down, patted him on the nose, and ran off in front of him. He ran after her, determined to make her listen, but she ran straight up a tall flagpole to the very, very top. And of course she couldn't get down. When she tried to, she lost her balance and fell right on top of the surprised dog. Luckily, neither of them was hurt. He tried to grab her in his mouth, but she was off again at once. "Listen, that's 5 lives gone," barked the dog anxiously. Do listen to me." But the kitten wouldn't. She ran into the house, and the dog couldn't follow. He had to stay in his kennel out in the garden and wasn't allowed inside the house. A week later he saw the kitten again. She was prancing about round a horse's hoofs. The horse belonged to a rag and bone man who had stopped outside the house. Down came a hoof on the kitten's tail, just missing the little thing's head. "Another life gone," groaned the dog. Only three more left. She will have lost them all before I can warn her about them. Then the kitten lost two more lives very quickly indeed. She jumped up on a wobbly pile of heavy books, and they toppled over and fell on top of her, almost crushing the life out of her tiny body. And in a great fright, she rushed up to the bathroom to where Sammy, the little boy, was having a bath, and jumped straight into the water to be with him. Luckily, Mummy was there to rescue her. She carried the kitten downstairs to dry in the sun. She was wet through and very frightened. Mother put her down by the big dog. Look after the poor little thing for me, she said. She's nearly killed herself by overbalancing a great pile of books, and then by leaping into Sammy's bathwater. Get a little sense into her head, Rover. 8 lives lost, said the big dog, and he licked the kitten gently. She was very, very wet. What's all this you keep saying about lives being lost? She said. So Rover told her, you have 9 lives, like any cat, and you're throwing them all away, one by one. You have lost 8 of your lives already. You only have one left to last. What are you going to do about it? Good gracious, why didn't someone tell me this before? Said the kitten, alarmed. I shall be very, very careful now. I shall lose my silly ways and grow into a sensible, well behaved cat. So she did, and everyone said, oh, what a pity it is that kittens so soon grow up and lose their playful ways and turn into solemn, sedate cats. Well, now you know why they do. It's because someone suddenly tells them about their 9 lives and they decide not to waste any more. How many lives has your cat had? Mine's had about 7 already. The end.